Okay, here we go. All right. So thank you so much for joining, you guys. I am Stacy Smart. I'm team leader, and I'm also an influencer with Maskcara. I'm a mom of 2 young kids. I've got them set up right now. Oh, let me see if I can turn down my notifications. I've got them set up right now, so I'm totally working from home. I don't have a sitter over. They're watching a show. So we are going to be sensitive about time. We won't take a ton of your time this morning. I have a husband. And he works a lot. He's gone many hours. I actually didn't see him at all yesterday. We just are on totally opposite schedules. So I can totally relate if you, I feel like I can relate if you maybe have a spouse that's not supportive or that's not, totally around. I can relate to that. So a little bit about like the business I've built in the past year and a half. I've built a team of 800 people, and we have some top leaders on our team, which is so exciting. And I've been able to train hundreds of artists within our team and even within the company to grow their businesses. And I've been able to work with Kara closely and our corporate team just to kind of like relay needs of artists and talk about the artist program and ways that we can improve it. So it has been really wild. It's been really exciting. And when I started this, when I first enrolled, I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. I just knew that I needed to make some money. To be really honest with you, I didn't know that you could make money through network marketing. I was balancing 3 jobs. And since then, I've been able to retire myself from all 3 of those jobs, and this is what I do full time. I absolutely love it. It's fun. It's got its highs and its lows. Sometimes it's really easy. Sometimes it's really hard. But I'm here to tell you that anybody can do this. No matter what your background is, anybody can do this. Maybe you're a stay-at-home mom just wanting some connections with girlfriends. Maybe you work full time. Maybe you're in the beauty industry already. You do hair, nails, skin, brows, lashes. Anybody can do this with a little bit of determination and work. So do you guys know how many artists there are nationwide? I'm just going to tell you there's 7,000 artists nationwide right now. So it's June 2018. So we've grown 7,000 artists strong, but so that averages out to 150 artists per state. 150 artists per state. And not everybody in that 7,000 is like a quote unquote active artist. So not everybody's actively working their business. So the opportunity that we have here is massive. It's massive. It's huge. We talk about ground floor opportunity a lot, and to have a ground floor opportunity, like I still can't even wrap my mind around it, how incredible it is. But with that opportunity, I feel like where much is given, much is required. With that opportunity, we have to work to reap the blessings, so to speak, and the rewards of being in at ground floor opportunity level. So we get to be a part of this explosion. It's so exciting. And our job is to share the business opportunity and share products. I don't know about you, but I still say to myself, well, I'm not a very good seller. Do you guys feel like, nobody wants to be spammy. Nobody wants to go be like a product pusher or just go sell their friends on stuff. I don't want to do that. Our friends don't like it. We don't want to alienate our friends, right? But we can become professional sharers. And all we are doing is sharing and inviting. So what we're going to go over in this training today is we're going to go over so you've just signed up. What do you do next? Maybe you've got a new artist and you're struggling to know what to do next with your new artist, or you've just signed up yourself. Maybe you've been signed up for a month or 2 and you haven't really taken off. So we're going to kind of go over that as well. We'll go over your back office, how to place an order, and then we will go over launch class and your beauty group. I have notes. And then a couple FAQs. We will save about 10 minutes at the end. Oops, sorry, that's loud. We'll save about 10 minutes at the end for some questions. So I hope you have your pen and paper handy. If you think of any questions, just write them down and we will get to those at the very end. And then definitely take notes because, like I said, I've prepared like a whole thing and we're just going to go through it. There's a lot of information that I'm going to share with you guys that will be really beneficial for you as you are starting your businesses. Okay, so you just signed up. What's next? The first thing that you want to do is you want to plug into our team Facebook group. So our team Facebook group is Maskcara Mindset. I'm the leader of Maskcara Mindset. And if you are not on it on Facebook, you can find it by going to facebook.com/groups/Maskcara Mindset. I'm going to screen share and I'm going to give you a little bit, I'll just tell you a little bit about the group real quick. So I try and share a lot of training tips. I try and share tips from other professionals, network marketing professionals in the group. And then I will share things that maybe other top leaders in the company have shared. I try and make it like a central hub, and I've linked other groups in our group so that it's easy to navigate. You can easily search for things in the group. You can look at the events. I've done some sales training events that are really helpful if you're wanting to increase your sales. So just kind of browse the group, browse all of the categories with it, get familiar with it. Just, browse it. Okay, so the next thing, so you've gotten plugged into your Facebook group, our team page. The next thing that you want to do is you want to be a product of the product. So obviously we share a makeup line. So you need to wear the makeup. I'm not saying you have to wear the makeup every day. Look at me right now. I don't have my makeup on because I've been working this morning. I'm going to put it on before I go out. But you want to be a product of the product. And so wear the makeup, use the skincare system. You don't need to know everything. You're new. You're just getting started. It's okay if you don't have answers to everything. You can educate as you go, so you can learn as you earn versus training and then earning. I think I myself have totally fallen there have been times where I've been like, I can't do this yet until I learn everything I need to. And then a week goes by and I've spent my whole week listening to trainings and guess what? I haven't moved anywhere in my business. So learn as you earn. Okay. You don't have to do a live video and know everything, do it ugly, so to speak. Do it and your audience, the people that you're friends with, they will watch you grow. And that's really exciting for them to be a part of as well. Okay. So be a product of the product. Make sure that you, I always recommend this. So I am a licensed cosmetologist, and sanitation is huge to me. Make sure you have your own separate makeup from the makeup that you're going to apply on other people. Okay, next we need to schedule your launch class. So your launch class really should be happening within the first 7 days of you enrolling. Like I just said, you don't have to do it knowing everything. So it might be a little scary to schedule your launch class. That's okay. We've all been there. It is a little scary to schedule a launch class, but this is like the coming out party, so to speak, of your business. So you'll want to set the date within the 7 days of when you first enrolled. You can do it in person or online. I highly recommend that you do online for sure, and then maybe do in person as well. The reason I recommend that you do it online is because I think most of us have people, friends and family members that are all over the country. And if we go back to this 150 artists per state on average, we are going to be connecting with people. Maybe you have an aunt that lives in another state that would love to hear about the product. Maybe you've got a cousin who's never heard about it at all, and she can't show up, for a in-person class. So that's why it's so important to do it online. You can reach more people. You can invite your close circle, your friends and family to an online event. So if you have been signed up for a while and you've never launched your business officially, just do it. Just do it. Pick your date today, pick it within the next 7 days, and get it scheduled. I will say, typically Thursdays are an awesome day for launch classes. People get paid on Fridays. They're going into the weekend. There's not a lot of like responsibilities and obligations linked with Thursdays, but just be kind of aware that we are going into summertime and people might be leaving for the weekend. So pick a day that would work best for you, and then just keep it simple, keep it fun. You can copy and paste posts, and I will show you. We actually have a whole launch, like a whole mock class done. Okay, the next thing, and we will talk a little bit more about classes in a second and your launch party. The next thing that you need to do, like we're talking within your first 24 to 72 hours, is you need to plug in to Audible and personal development. So we have access to an entire library of training and resources where we can learn from top network marketers, $1 million earners, everything like that in our Audible account. I have the login credentials listed in Maskcara Mindset for that, and I can also send them out. I was going to share them here, but because that is like a team exclusive training resource that we have, I'm not going to share the password and credentials on this video. But if you don't have it, comment in the chat so then I know that I need to make sure that you get those. Okay, so here's the reality of this business. Your business will develop at the rate that you personally develop. So if you make personal development a priority, you're gonna start to see your business growing. So you can just start daily with like 15-20 minutes. I like to listen to Audible while I shower. I just have like a little Bluetooth speaker that I put on my shower wall, and it's super easy for me to just like hit play on whatever book I'm listening to, and get my my little thing in. I fill my mind with good thoughts, with good like positive energy from those Audible books, and then I'm able to get on with my day. So a couple of books that I really like, if you want to write these down. The first one is GoPro. It's called GoPro, and it's written by Eric Worre. That's an incredible book. He is brilliant. He knows what he's talking about. So definitely listen to that one. I also really like Girl Wash Your Face. That's the one I've most recently listened to. That one's just kind of like a feel-good book. And then the last one is Wash Your Dang Face. Sorry, I don't swear. But yeah, it says it's Girl Wash Your Face. No, I just said that one. Get Over Yourself. It's Get Over Yourself. Okay. Anyways, okay, Get Over Yourself is a network marketing book. It was written by one of the top earners in Roden and Fields, and she gives it to you straight. It's really, really good. So definitely plug into Audible. And like I said, all of the credentials are listed in Maskcara Mindset for how to log in. It's an app that you can just download to your phone. There's tons and tons and tons of books on there. Like we're talking like hours and hours and hours of training and resources that you can listen to improve your business. Okay, next, set some goals. I'm just going to touch on this really briefly, but set some goals, know your why, just write them out. I would encourage you to share those with your upline. If it's me, share those with me. If, or like the person that directly enrolled you, your sponsor, post them on your fridge, post them on your mirror. Remind yourself all the time why you're doing this, where you want to go. I like to share mine with my husband, and I just keep like a running tally of like where I'm at for the month, so he knows. And it kind of actually helps with, if I'm like, I've got to like sit down and do some work, and he sees that, and I'm like, look, this is where I'm at. This is where I need to be. He is way more inclined to be like supportive than if I didn't have those goals out for him to see, and for a reminder for me as well. Okay, so all of those things, okay, we'll just kind of recap them. You want to be doing within like your first 24 to 72 hours. So plugging into the team group, plugging into personal development, our Audible account. You can also, there's a ton of personal development videos on YouTube that you could plug into, but I just love Audible so much. And it's, Audible is actually a subscription that's been paid for you to take advantage of. So, and then get your launch class scheduled and start wearing the product. Okay, those. Next up on our agenda is you need to gather business supplies. Anytime you start a new business, we need business supplies, right? So Maskcara sends you a kit, and they've greatly like discounted and bundled the kit. So you're getting all of the makeup that you could need to get started successfully. And I have a couple of things that I will add to that. So if you're writing and taking notes, I would say invest in some business cards. They don't have to be expensive. Vistaprint is usually pretty affordable. And I think they have coupons sometimes that go out in like Valpak. So Vistaprint is great for business cards. Just keep it simple. Put your website, your artist number on it. I could show you mine, but I have like a little girl on the back of my card that if I'm out in public and I was doing a color match right then and there, I could easily write out the colors. It's like the little hack girl on the card. And then I have a link to my Instagram or something. So business cards are a great business tool to have. And then just some demo supplies. So they send you everything, like I said, that you need to get started, but there are a couple other things that I just think are really beneficial to have. Brush cleaner. Our brush cleaner it sanitizes, it cleans, it conditions those brushes. And if you're doing makeup on people, you want brush cleaner. You could also just, if money's a little tight, you could just use like a very gentle dish soap and hang them to dry. But if you're doing especially if you're doing a launch class, then like in person, and you're going to be doing lots of makeup, you want to be able to clean those brushes and have it dry so quick. It dries in 30 seconds. So brush cleaner is huge. Pro palette, that is the Pro palette. You can fit all of the colors in it that come in either your basic or your pro kit. It's beautiful, and it just is so nice to be able to flip through things super easily versus like having all of these different compacts out. And then, and the reason I think this is important too is because like I said, you don't want to be using your personal makeup on like your friends and family. That's just gross. It's just gross, and it's not sanitary. It's not sanitary. And honestly, I've done enough makeup that I will just tell you, your friends would be grossed out too. Even if they said they want it, they would. Okay, so definitely Pro palette, brush cleaner if you can. And then I have like just a little silver palette. It was like $6 that I got off of Amazon, and a little spatula, and I scoop out my creams and just place them onto the palette when I'm color matching in person. And then the other advice that I have for you is to place stickers on your books. So you will get 2 kits when you enroll. You'll get your makeup kit, and then you get like your marketing essentials kit. And that marketing essentials kit comes with little lookbooks. And so there's this saying that says, a sample with no name is money down the drain. Well, I think it goes the same for any marketing tools. So if you are going to give away a lookbook with maybe like with a little sample of milk or something, make sure you've got your name on it, your website, how to reach you. So you can just seriously go to Walmart, get those labels, print them off. I have even seen girls just write their information on it. I don't care. Have your name on the book. If you want to write it. Just have your name, your artist ID, maybe your phone number, and your website, so they know how to get a hold of you when they have that book. And I think that you get like 10 books in that marketing kit. Okay, next you need to set up a phone call with your sponsor, the person who enrolled you. This is when you're going to share with them why you signed up, some of your goals. It'll be a great chance for you to kind of ask questions that maybe you haven't had answered as you've been exploring some of the groups. Like our team group, if you see something in there that is not answered, write it down and ask your sponsor. Okay, then, so now we're moving into our next 7 days. So within the first 7 days, this is what you need to be doing. You need to do one post at least, but do a post on social media. I should have brought my water in here. Do a post on social media, post a before and after picture. You can do whatever kind of caption you want. I know some people don't post saying mascara at all. Some people do. Sorry, guys. Some people will do a post that says like, I love that I found a product that not only helps me feel beautiful, but is easy, like quick and easy to do and didn't break the bank. That could be super, like something super simple. And you know, when those people comment on it, those are people that you're going to be wanting to invite to your launch class. You say, thank you so much. If they're like, that looks great, I'm super interested in it. That's when you can be like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I have partnered with this company and I can help, you know, you find the right products as well. Just send me a selfie. It's super simple, but you need to post a before and after picture or share in some way with your friends and family that you are signed up to do this, and have them sharing your excitement with you. Like, I know it's scary. Trust me. Like when I signed up, I was like, well, I'm not going to be that person. And I think that I even waited a little bit, and I was just like texting my friends and family, like I signed up because I was so nervous about how I was going to be perceived. That's the reality of it. I was worried about what people would think about me, which is so ridiculous. But I texted my friends and family. I said, I am signed up to do this and I need your help. Totally approached it that way. And guess what? They were more than willing to help. And so I was asking for like, can you send me a selfie so I can practice color matching? They sure did. And then can I practice on your face? They let me. And those people ended up ordering. And if they didn't, they did like months later because they saw that this wasn't just something I was signing up for and then going to quit in a few months. Okay, so you need to post on social media, and then you also need to place your first order in your back office. So I'm going to show you how. You'll especially need to know how to place an order because of your launch class that's also going to be happening within like your first week, right? So let me screen share. Okay. Okay. All right, so we're going to go here. I'll just move this out of the way. So when you've signed up, you will receive an email from corporate that says, hey, we're so excited to have you on board. This is the information you need to sign up. They'll share with you like an artist ID and your login info. I think it's almost always artist ID, but I don't know since the new system switch if they've retained that or if it's an email address, but you just come over here to log in. Let me move this out of the way. And my artist ID is 1338. I just hit sign in. And wait. Okay, it brings me to this thing. This is my back office. I'm going to go here to parties. So let me tell you about parties. You can see I have a few open. And so you'll have like your description right here, the status, how many orders have been placed in them, and start date. So you can see these were all started very, very recently. I try and run one party for the month for my own personal orders. That's this one right here. So here's the thing. As an artist, you get a 20% discount on all of the products. But Maskcara has also said, hey, you can be your own hostess. So what I like to do and what I recommend doing, because I'll tell you why, is create your own class, your own party link. So you just come down here to create new. You click that and we'll enter a description and we'll do new artist training Zoom. And then you'll put in the date. So what is today? 6. I'm sure I'm putting it in the wrong format. I always put it in the wrong format and it corrects me. I leave the event end open. You can have these open indefinitely until you max them out. And then the host ID is my artist ID. And then you just click create. I knew it. Year, month, day. Okay. Year, month, day. What is today? I don't even know. It's like the 8th or something. Okay. We'll try it that way. Okay. So as soon as this goes, cool. Okay. So now I have this party, quote unquote, so to speak, through my back office, and they've given me a party ID, a party URL right here. This is what you want to share with your friends and your family. When people say like, oh yeah, I want to try that. How can I try it? Share this link. Here's why. You will be able to earn hostess rewards, which means Maskcara is going to give you free makeup, coupons and discounts on the makeup as you sell through this link. So you could totally come here to shop as an artist, and you'll see that you have an artist discount reflected in all of these, $11.20 per tin versus the $14. But it would be better and wiser to just shop through that party link and get the extra hostess rewards, because you're not going to get those through here. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, you can shop anything through here just as an artist, but I just recommend, and what I've done is I just have a separate email address. I just use that, like I'll just use my own party link, place an order, just have it shipped to me. So I'm not logging in to place an order through my party through my artist account. And then also you have like, you've got commissions. We have a commission calculator that will tell you what your commission is going to be. It's just an estimate, but it's usually like pretty close. Here you can see your downline, your team volumes, your open parties. That's what we were just in. All of your personal orders, your customer orders, and then your settings are in here as well. So I feel like it's pretty user-friendly to navigate. We've got this palette builder, which is super fun to use, and this is really a great tool for customers. But if you had somebody that wanted a big custom palette, you could just easily drag and drop their colors, 2 highlight colors. You pick your lip and cheek, and let's say they want to get more colors than just 4, because I mean, who doesn't, right? So you would just select your compact sizes down here. I'm like trying to point to my screen and you guys can't even see that, but and then you can select your artwork, change your artwork, all of those fun things, add it to your cart. It just shows up right there, and then you just check out. It's really, really simple. While I'm screen sharing with you guys, I'm going to show you a couple other tools that we have available. So this is mascarahq.com. This is corporate's training resource. There's marketing materials. So I'll show you these. This is a link to Dropbox. And you've got like their logos and branding. They share like what fonts they use, what colors they use. If you're into graphic design, you will love this little thing right here. Print materials, things that you can download the digital copy and print. Product photos, all of this goodness is here. And then this is brand new. This is so exciting. These are highlight covers for Instagram. So, and there's a whole training on that that I can share with you as well. So you've got marketing materials, training. If you're like, I don't even really know much about 3D Foundation, click this training. There's website training, sales training, policies and procedures, compensation overview, artist FAQ, customer FAQ, and then these are a link to their Facebook groups. So this artist Facebook page. When people sign up, they join this group. This is the Maskcara Artist Group, and it is like a central hub for everybody. Let's see. Okay, so there's not even all of the artists in here. So this has, you know, just under 6,000 artists in here right now, and there's 7,000 corporate wide. And I'm guessing the reason that there's some missing is because some people go directly to Maskcara's website. They just sign up and they don't have a team. They're not getting plugged into any resources, and they're like just kind of swimming on their own trying to figure this out, which to me is like, oh, I just wish we could help you. But so they check out this Maskcara Artist Group, and there's a lot of discussion in here every Tuesday evening at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Kara does a live video, and it's a training video. It's a webinar. Highly encourage you to attend. She goes over new products. You are able to interact with her, which is super awesome. And then this is like such an important tool right here is this search bar. So you can search for things. If you've got a question, maybe you have a friend that says, what are the ingredients? You could search in ingredients right here. And other people have had that same question, and you can see just exactly more about the ingredients. Because, and in fact, Kara's gone over the ingredients. There's just so much stuff. Let's say you have somebody that has oily skin. So you search oily skin. I mean, I'm sure you get the idea. But like, you guys, so many questions. If you have a question, it is like 99% positive been asked before. Search the mag. That's what we call it, the Maskcara Artist Group. And just kind of take some time to find those answers. Some people have posted scripts in here. I've posted scripts in my team group, Maskcara Mindset. It's a great, great resource and tool. Okay, so then we'll just skip on over here. This is Maskcara Mindset. This is my team group page. And I'll give you a little bit of an overview. Like I said, I try and share great training tips and resources in this group. I recently shared our dream convention. We have a conference happening in Salt Lake. You guys have to go. It's going to be so amazing. They'll be releasing new products, new colors. It's a chance to connect with other artists. And then there's training on like mature skin, building a business, residual income, so many different things will be happening at this event. So totally encourage you to go. Tickets are on sale at maskcaraevents.com. And then under here, this about, you can see that we have other groups that are linked and recommended. So, you know, I've got an onboarding group. If you have somebody that's like, hey, I think I want to do this with you, that onboarding group is a great tool. Anyways, so just kind of take a minute to browse that. And then we're going to get back a little bit into your launch class. So I'm going to stop screen sharing for just a minute. Okay, so your, let's see. Okay. All right. So your launch class is super exciting. It's really fun. You definitely want to have that scheduled within your first 7 days because it's so exciting, but it is crucial. It is crucial to have a launch class. And we do not call them parties. We just don't. Remove that from your vocabulary. It's kind of hard because in the back office with Maskcara's website, they call them parties. But what do people do when they hear about an online party? They run. Granted, I would say that we here at Maskcara do our quote unquote parties or classes a little differently, and we like to have a lot of fun with them, and we've had a lot of success with them. We have sold thousands and thousands with some of our big classes with where we kind of all collaborate and join together, and we will do big prizes. But for your launch class, we're going to call it a class. I like highlight and contour class, you know, like guide to 5-minute face. There's a lot of things that you can use. And as far as like names go. So my recommendation is to keep them educational, simple, and fun. When I did my very first launch class, I was just trying to be as authentic as I possibly could, because that is like a true secret. You always want to be authentic. And I was sharing like some of my favorite beauty products. Like I was sharing links to Amazon, links to Nordstrom's, links to, you know, I just all these different, like I was sharing things that I genuinely have loved and used and recommended for years. And that launch class, my very first one, was, I had a hostess, but it was very successful for me. And it connected me with other people that are now doing this business with me and that are leaders on our team. It connected me with customers that still purchase from me a year and a half later. It was so, so beneficial. And a launch class for you can be just as beneficial. So just make sure you're calling it a class and you're being as authentic as you possibly can. Invite your friends and family. Ask them for their support. Ask them to like show up for you. I would like make a list of, you know, if you were to be, if it's a business launch, if you were opening a restaurant and let's say you were a terrible cook, you're a terrible cook and you're opening a restaurant, who would you be inviting to this business launch? Like, and your friends know that you're a terrible cook, but they're still going to show up for you, right? They'd be like, yay, ooh, the food, but they're still going to show up for you. So invite your friends and family, ask them for their support, be authentic, and know that when you do your launch class, it really is okay if you don't know the answer to everything. Nobody expects you to know the answer for everything. Let your sponsor and your upline know when you're hosting that launch class, so then she can be in the class as well and she can participate, help you with responding to questions. She can help with color matching and things like that. Okay, so a lot of people ask, where do I post or where do I host my launch class? There's a little bit of a debate between events and groups. I personally recommend a group, and here's why. An event, somebody's going to have to click if they're going or not interested or just not going. And even that is enough. Like, some people are going to feel too bad about saying like, I don't want to like not go, or I'm not. Just save the step for them completely and post it in a group. So you want to create a group on Facebook, and let's see, you'll just put in like a cover photo, create like your group name, like, you know, Stacy's launch class or Stacy's highlight and contour class or Stacy's new business launch, anything like that. And then you'll personally invite your friends and family to join and, you know, add them with their permission. So I have a little script that I'll share here in just a little bit. And then I feel like I got a little ahead of myself. But so this group that you create, you'll be able to rename your group when you're all done. So you can still use the people that have signed up in that group. You can use that content in the group. So you're really trying to like put in some work so it pays back for you even in the future. I definitely encourage, you know, this group that you're going to have, having yourself branded outside of Maskcara. And actually you can't use Maskcara in your title as far as like your beauty group goes. So you could use, I've seen Contoured and Confident. I've seen Glam and Glow. Mine is called the Beauty Gang. Just create some kind of name. Maybe you have like, I don't know, maybe you want to do an alliteration. Just create some kind of name that's easy to find, easy to remember. And then you'll want to create a cover photo and write this down. Your cover photo should be 1602. Okay, 1602 by 500 pixels. That is the size of your cover photo for your Facebook group. I love using Canva. It's a free, easy, user-friendly resource. Canva allows you to create a bunch of graphics. So I'm going to screen share again and I will show you Canva. So this is Canva. These are You can like pick a thing based on social media. There's templates, Instagram post, Pinterest, all of these things. And you just, I mean, I use it so much. I love it. It's so easy. And then you can also like easily copy and paste things. It's just a really, really good resource. Canva.com, Canva.com. Also another like program that you could use to create graphics or create like a cover photo for your Facebook group is WordSwag. That one I think you have to pay for, and Canva is free. Canva does have a mobile app as well. Okay, so you create your group. You're going to put up a couple of albums. You could have your first one be the 3D foundation, eyeshadow tools, just kind of product overview. You could have another album with mascara selfies, and that's something that you could add to continually. People love seeing you. They love seeing the product on you. So again, it goes back to being a product of the product, and you could have an album where you're just putting in those things. Maybe you do different blush colors every day. Then that would be a great album to put that into and like show how, you know, all of the different ways that you can wear the makeup. So just a couple of albums, and then you could also have an album for skincare. Sharing Tres Leches, sharing your before and afters, your own testimonial, just make it informational and educational. And then I would ask your sponsor and your upline if she has any changes or recommendations that she would make for your group. Have her kind of browse, make sure it looks all kosher and great, and then get some people in there, invite people into your group. So for that launch class, you want to create a welcome post. And so you're going to post that before and after that you've already posted, unless you want to take a new one. If you want to have a couple of before and afters, that's awesome. You'll post that before and after. And you're going to let everybody know that you are now an affiliate artist with Maskcara, and you're going to share why you love it. So include how your friends and family and anybody in that group, include how they can order the product, and then pin that post at the top so it's super easy for them to just see it, see your before and after, what you're doing, why you love it, and then a link to check out the shop and the products. And then as you're inviting your friends to your group, you have to try really, really hard to not prejudge them. How long have I been going? I'm just going here. Okay, so you're gonna have to try really hard to not prejudge them, and I know that's tricky, but the reality is you don't know what they're gonna say. So write this down. And by the way, you could go back to your original photo that you've posted. Remember how I said like within the first 24 to 72 hours, post a before and after picture of yourself. If you go back to that and you're like looking at the people that have liked and commented on your photo, those would be great people to message and say, hey, you liked my post and I'd love to share more about this with you. I'm hosting a launch class. If I invited you to it, would you just check it out and tell me what you think? So you could, and so write this down. I'm going to give you an exact little script. Okay. Hey, Sarah, I've recently partnered with Maskcara Beauty. I don't like getting added into groups without my permission. So I wanted to ask your permission before adding you. I'd love your support in this new venture. What do you think? So you're doing a couple of things. You're sharing that you're now an affiliate. You're asking for their permission, and you're asking for their support too, essentially. People are going to say yes to that. They'd say, thank you so much for asking for my permission. Yes, I'd love to check it out, especially if they've already commented on one of your first pictures. But I would say use that script for inviting anybody into your group anyways, and then just try not to prejudge. So once they've said yes, add them into your group. I will just give you a little bit of a note. Be careful about how many people you message in 1 hour on Facebook, because you could send some up, like don't do more than 10 to 15 an hour. They will like flag you as spam. And if you add more than 50 friends into a group within an hour, like just you alone, they can flag you as spam and you don't want to be blocked. So just, maybe do it like over a couple of hours, and definitely get some friends in there. You want to have as many friends and people in that group as possible. I would say at least like 50 yeses of like, yes, I'd love to just check it out. And if you're using that script, you can totally do this, you guys. You can totally do it. And then the next thing that you're going to do in this group is you're going to go live. Going live is so fun. It's so fun. It's a total adrenaline rush. It's a little exhilarating, and it's also a little scary. And everybody has felt that fear before hitting that like blaring red button to go live. But you can do an application demo. You could just, your friends are going to be jumping on to see you, to hang out with you. So you're just talking to your friends. It really doesn't have to be super scary. I think you might find that you actually enjoy it. I like being on live video, but it always makes me a little nervous. I've been doing this for a year and a half, and I was even doing live video before then. So I've been doing live video for like 3 years. Has it been 3 years? Like two and a half years. 2.5 years, and I still get like butterflies before I hit that live button. But I love the adrenaline rush. It's totally like hanging out with your friends, seeing their comments come through. There is about a 10-second lag, just so you know, when you're doing Facebook Live. But you could do an unboxing, just, you know, say hello, offer them something valuable, educational, and, you know, the sooner that you get on to live video, the sooner that you put yourself out there, the sooner that you get out of your comfort zone, the sooner you will grow, the sooner your opportunity for success. Okay, so I'm just going to share my screen again. You guys are so patient. We are getting close to being all the way done with this. We have available a mock class. It's everything that you could possibly need. And there is even some coaching in it. So Kelly Nordfelt, she is an artist. She's like a sister artist to us, and she offered some training for classes. She's great at events. She really knows what she's doing. So I would really like go through these and like, you know, take some time to go through them and then just use what she's already provided. This is stuff that works. It's stuff that works. You don't have to, all you have to do, you guys, is just copy and paste, literally. You can pre-schedule out your posts in your group, which is another reason I love using groups. You can save these pictures. You know, she says like, this is a fantastic idea for hostesses to message out to the guests the morning you are doing the live portion of your event. And like, I mean, she's just got everything that you could need in there. She's got all of the graphics, the order. All you have to do is copy and paste. That's it. So love this. And you can find this. It's called the Team Freedom Mock Facebook Party, Contoured and Confident. You can find it if you go to Maskcara Mindset, my team page. You go to Team Freedom right here. You just click that. And if you are not a member of Team Freedom, you can request to join it. I don't think I'm an admin in this group, but I can get you approved. So let me know if you are needing to be approved into this group. And then you would just go over here to events, and you can find it. It's in the events, or you could search for it. Mock Facebook party is another way to search for it. And it shows up first thing right there with a link to it. So just click that, and that will take you into this where you can copy and paste all of the posts. Like, the work is totally done for you, which is so awesome. And then I kind of went over some of our training resources, Maskcara HQ, our webinar each week. Access to Audible is posted in Maskcara Mindset. In fact, even if you just go into this group, or, you know, Team Freedom, or into Maskcara Mindset, and you just search Audible, you'll be able to find the credentials that you need to log in. And then, okay, let's see, we've talked about how you process an order through your back office. You just add everything to the cart, doing it through a party. what else do we need to go over? I think we've pretty much covered all of it. So, so a couple of FAQs real quick. When you see PSV or PCV in your back office, or just any of the reports, anything like that, PSV stands for personal sales volume. So it's your own personal sales volume. That's how much you've sold collectively, including like your personal orders, your customer orders. That's where you're at. And they have an accumulative total that they kind of keep track of. And then it resets every month. You start over, the first of the month, you start at 0 and you start over again. And that's kind of how the commission brackets work as well. The more you sell, the more you share products, the more you earn and the higher your commission is. And then PCV is personal commissionable volume. So that is the amount that you make commission off of. It's more applicable really, I think, for like your team, your downline. So if I have an artist that signed up next or, direct to me and she sells $100, her PSV would be 100. Her commissionable volume is going to be a lower amount because they've taken out the amount that they're paying her. So, and if you're just wondering like, okay, so what are some ways that I can make money? Literally it's sharing the product. So if you have a dollar amount in mind of, let's say you're like, I would love to be making at least this much a month. What I like to do is work backwards, set your goals backwards. So basically you would say like, okay, I want to make $300 a month, at least $300 a month. So what do you need to do to make $300 a month? You need to sell at least $1,000 a month to make that 30% commission bracket. And then I would break down $1,000 a month could be 2 classes or 5 customers. And so then I love action-based goals and not results-based goals. Results-based goals are great for your big picture, but an action-based goal basically says, okay, I need to do this each day. Our action-based goals get us to our results goals. So when you set your goal, when you're writing it out, like if you, let's say you are like, I want to hit my next rank. Well, you've got to look exactly what do you need for your next rank. You need to sell, so you're just starting out, you need to sell anywhere from $400 to $600 to rank up to an elite hacker. And so then it's like, okay, so $400 to $600, what can I do every day to help me hit that goal? So launch class, sharing with your friends and family, things like that. And then just with regards to social media, we don't spam. Nobody likes that. We share. You can just incorporate it into your post. You don't feel like you've got to go create a completely new account. You've already got friends. You've got people on your accounts already. Just share. You might be saying like, Stacey, I'm really not good at selling. We're not here to sell. We're here to share. If there was anything that we're selling, truly, I would say it's probably confidence. And seriously, it's just been so cool to see people have no confidence to just like growing into this new person of themselves because they're so much more confident because of their makeup routine, because they've signed up as an artist, because they're a leader, because they're growing and doing all these things, which is so fun to be a part of. It's so fun like to experience for ourselves, and then to see it happening for other people is I just feel like it's really humbling and really exciting. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, I know there's been a lot of information in this training webinar, and you're not sure where to start, that's okay. You just have to start. That is the bottom line. If you feel inadequate, or like maybe you don't know enough about makeup, maybe you don't feel like you've got enough friends, or you don't know enough people, that's okay. Like the important thing is really to just start. Experts have to start somewhere. Athletes start somewhere. Think about, you're not just born a pro. You're just not. You have to start somewhere. There's a quote that says, we all have one day or day one. You get to pick. They sound the same. They kind of look, the same, but you get to pick what day one is or what one day is. And you can pick to have today be your day one. So then a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you're not saying, I wish I wasn't still saying one day, because you just took it seriously. So I'm going to give you an analogy. The Maskcara Artist Program is like the gym, and I am like your trainer. And like the gym, a lot of gyms, you have like a monthly subscription fee. We have our monthly website fee, which comes out the day it like renews fiscally off of the day that you enroll. So I can provide you with a ton of training and resources, kind of like what I was showing in our team group. Maskcara provides you with some resources, with some graphics. I can provide you with all this stuff. They can provide you with all this stuff. But you have to put in the work, just like a gym. If I was just like, okay, these are the exercises that you need to do, that's not going to get you to your goal unless you do the work. And you have to do the homework too. Our tagline is Maskcara Independent Artists. So ultimately, your success is up to you. It is. And that's kind of a hard pill to swallow, but it is totally true. And I will say the cash is in the consistency. If you choose to show up and show out, let people know you're doing this every day, invite people into your business, and you're consistent and you're plugging into Audible, doing all the things that we've talked about in this training today, then you will start to see growth and you'll pick up some momentum as you go along. I kind of talked about, being worried about like being that person. Forget what other people think about you, because it's none of your business. Truly, it's none of your business what they think about you. It has nothing to do with you. It reflects back on them and who they are. And I mean, like, it doesn't. I was talking with an artist the other day, and she said, I can't afford not to show up for my business. I can't afford not to be putting myself out there. I'm looking to do this to change my life. And she's totally done that. I've seen hundreds of artists do it. When I signed up, I really didn't know what I was getting myself into. I don't think I set goals for myself until maybe I was a month in. And I was kind of like, oh, okay. Like, yeah, I should probably take advantage of the opportunity that I have here. I never envisioned being a top leader in the company, but I did envision myself being able to provide a life for my kids, a life for my family that I've always wanted. I envisioned that. I'm not a super bubbly personality. I don't feel like I'm not, I'm not high energy. I don't feel like I'm like other top leaders in this company. I don't feel like I'm like anybody else. I am my own person, and you know what? That's okay, because you know what I am? I'm a hard worker. If you guys are willing to put in the work, if you're willing to commit and put in some hard work, you can be who you are. You can be as true to yourself as you want to be and still have success. If you're willing to be coachable, if you're willing to plug into Audible, try new things, put yourself outside of your comfort zone, and just take action. See, here's what I do. I'm determined. I'm a hard worker. I take action and I show up, and it is paying off for me. And not only for me, but it's paying off for the people on our team that are doing the exact same thing. We've got girls that are making like anywhere from $60 to, thousands of dollars. I'm on track. So I'll just tell you, I was on food stamps the month before I signed up. So on food stamps, and I'm on track to be a 6-figure earner because I show up for my business, because I'm dedicated and I work hard. There are going to be hard days. There are going to be days that you don't want to do this. I talk about that actually probably way too much, but it's totally true. There's going to be days that you don't want to do this. You still have to show up and you work hard, you push through them, and you can be on track to do whatever you want, I've seen it seriously for myself and for hundreds of artists that are just doing the work. It really takes action. Action will be like your favorite, what is that, 5-letter word? I don't know. If you want help with color matching, if you're wanting help with trading, get the makeup on people. If you're wanting any kind of application tips, get the makeup on people. Practice, practice, practice. If you want help color matching photos, practice. Ask for photos. Ask your friends for photos. Say, hey, I need to practice this. Can you send me a selfie? So, like, you know, think about what the colors would be. Send it to your upline, your sponsor, and say, hey, this is what I think she would be. What do you think? You'll quickly learn, by the way, that our colors are extremely versatile, and maybe a couple of colors could go for one person, which is actually really nice. But if you want to learn maybe about different face shapes, practice. You want to learn about different eyeshadow colors being flattering on different eye colors, get some different eye colors, you know, in front of you. Just practice, practice, practice. You know, the best way I can say it is, so I said, I do hair. How do you think they train beauty professionals to be beauty professionals? We have to get people in our chair. We practice. And bless those people, they're all our guinea pigs, but we have to practice. We have to start from somewhere, and you're getting the makeup on people, and if you're like putting yourself out there, putting in the action steps, you will grow. It can be amazing. It can totally change your life, like it's changed mine and so many others. So just to recap, and just like the gym, you will get what you put out of it, or you will get what you put into it. So what are you going to put into it? You just have to choose. It's ultimately up to you. But just to recap, you want to be able to get comfortable with your back office, you know, figure out how to open, or not figure out because I've shown you, but get that party link opened, to share that with your friends and family, do an announcement post, a before and after. So excited, share why you're excited, what you love about the makeup, get your launch class scheduled within 7 days, get those, get your friends and family invited to it, and then plug into personal development and Audible.
Mom.
Okay, give me just a minute.
No, Mom is eating ice cream.
Okay, all right, that's okay. Okay, so I'm gonna unmute you guys. We have some time we have just a couple of minutes for some questions. If you have any questions, by all means, please ask them, because chances are if you have a question, somebody else has probably had the same question, and I am recording this so that there's a replay available for others. So let me unmute you guys. Okay. We'll just take a couple minutes. Becca, Danielle, do you guys have any questions?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry. I was gonna say, so what do you feel like is beneficial? How do you structure your day? I don't know if you already touched this, but like I feel like my biggest struggle is trying to figure out how to do like my schedule for the week or the day or whatever. So, and how to fit in that time for work for Maskcara.
Yeah. Okay. Great question. So, just if that was muffled at all, Becca was asking, how do you plan and structure your day to get the work done? So we're going into the summer months here. My kids are home, and one of them was in school, which was so nice, but I love having them home. So I host Power Hour, 7 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, Monday through Friday, and it really is super beneficial because we get the work done. We do high income producing activities in about 40 minutes. So I time block, and I do my Power Hour before my kids are even awake. I do it from 7 to 7:40 a.m. And then I have a time block about midday during nap time. And this is just for the summer months, because during the school year it looks a little different. But and then so midday I will do, like get my chunk of stuff in, and then I have like a little chunk of time in the evening. Just because, my kids, they want to be at the pool, they want to be doing play dates, they want to be doing all this fun stuff, and I want to be present for them. But I feel so much better about my day when I get that Power Hour done. I'm like doing my social media posting, I'm doing my follow-ups, like all of my messaging, everything that I need to do, I get done right then and there. And then I do have one day, well, it's actually 2 days a week, but like for sure one day a week where my husband has his day off, and I close my office door and I get as much work done as I possibly can. I schedule out for the upcoming week. You can use programs like Buffer, which is a free program, and you could schedule out posts for your beauty group. So, you know, that you're not having to like go in and do it every day. But I found that Power Hour really has been like super helpful for me. Even just, I don't have to schedule out stuff because I'm getting it done right then and there. But okay, any other questions?
I was curious, have you done vendor events, or is that something that...
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So an opportunity, there's a fair, I live in a really small town, but the town really collaborates around this big fair and parade and stuff, and I would have an opportunity to hand out cards or color match people in person. I just don't really know. Do you have tips for that?
Yes. So vendor events, I think, they can actually be, they're a lot of work, but they're a lot of fun, and it's a great way to network with people. It will probably take, I mean, if you're in a small town, it might take like a couple of events. You know, it usually is like 7 times.
You take on the back, it's right over here.
You could usually take like 7 to 10 exposures. But if you're putting yourself out there, here's my biggest tip for an event to be successful for you. Okay. Have a jar and collect people's information. So ask them, do a giveaway, basically. Say, I'm giving away a free compact. All you have to do to enter is, you know, fill out this little slip. So you'd want to get like their name, maybe their email address for sending out emails. Name, email address. Are they interested in the artist program? Would they be interested in hosting a class? I think it's more important for you to collect their information than for them to collect your information. So definitely have something like kind of enticing at, you know, your booth, your display, as far as like, yeah. See, can you see this back here? It says enter to win. I've done that at one of the events that I've done, enter to win, and people are like, oh, what can I win? And I gave away a compact. Like, and the compact needed to be filled. So collect their information, and then I have information from people that have attended those events or have been interested enough for a color match that I can follow up with them and say, you know, whatever, just depending on what it is that they filled out on their paper. But yeah, I would definitely participate in those just because you never know. You never know. And then I also would recommend having like maybe a display or like something about the artist opportunity. But if you go to the Maskcara artist group and search vendor or search event, tons of posts, because we've had tons of artists that have participated in vendor events and have really learned a lot and shared a lot about what they've learned, you know, the good, the bad, the ugly, you know, tips. And my other tip probably for vendor events is don't just set up a booth and sit there. Like, set up a booth and be standing at the front of it. Hi, like, welcome people in, you know, talk to people. Okay, do we have any other questions? I think we've got time for one more question. No? Okay. You guys sure? Are you sure? Speak now or forever. I'm just kidding. You don't have to forever hold your peace. Okay, well, if you do have questions, search those resources that I've shared, the Maskcara Artist Group, our team group, Maskcara Mindset. You can reach out to your upline, your direct sponsor. And I think that was it. You guys let me know how your launch classes go. I hope they are awesome. And that is it. Okay, bye.